I think it was 2013 or somewhere before then, when they released the trailer saying, "Oh, Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out," and everyone was ecstatic about it. So everyone was ready. And then like years and years later, we're in like 2022 or something, and it's like, right, where's the game? You know?
Yeah, so it's all your fault.
Rushing them,
Well,
put them under pressure.
obviously the fans were like, "What's going on? Where's the game?" And they're obviously trying their hardest to work on it. And it obviously evidently got rushed out, and the end result was the very buggy and glitchy mess which was Cyberpunk coming out first thing. Now they had patched it a lot in the past, and now it is
Playable.
it's fixed, it's playable,
Oh,
very playable. It's had DLCs out for everything, and I
Yeah.
think it's a very good game. It is a
very
very good game.
realistic now. I really like it. There's a certain street that I like going down. There's a lot of stuff
What's
down
on
there.
this? What's on the street, Marcus?
Well, I know I showed you and your other half, but
I can't believe
I'm
you
obviously
showed
not
my
going to go into.
beautiful
Yeah,
wife
yeah.
those terrible
course.
things, mate.
Does
Honestly.
it begin with a jig?
It does. It does begin with a jig
Yeah, I thought so.
and another jig. It's crazy, because I played it, and of course we're curious gamers. We're gonna, if the game promises something, we want to see it. And
Well,
I saw
what do
it.
you want? That's promising something and being able to see it is quite apt, because my biggest problem with Cyberpunk is that you get a design that's very intricate, and I mean very detailed character, right down to the length of the old
Hoo-ha.
sausage. For some reason, they've put that in. Insane. For a game that's first person only and you can't see the character. Like, what is the absolute point in that?
Cutscenes, mate. It's all about the
Oh,
cutscenes.
it's nonsense. It's just so silly. It's bad enough on Call of Duty when they do it, when you buy ghillie suits for a character you can't see. But I'm assuming it's understandable because other people can't see your character because you're wearing the camouflage. I get that. But that Cyberpunk thing was frustrating to me. It was a bit silly. I just thought, why make it first person only? That's one way to ruin a game.
Yeah. At certain points in the story, you can obviously see your character and all that lot, but in terms of you can't hardly see it really at all. It's all first person.
Yeah, but isn't there like there's obviously a reason for that, isn't there? Like when you go on first person for GTA 5, the graphics just seem better. I don't know if it's the frame rate. Does going to first person help the frame rate?
No, I'm not convinced.
Well, it's a game that's been made for first person only, but they've put a lot of like editable detail into how you can customize your character and make them look.
But that's going back to what I mean about the expectations of the game initially. And to start off with, everyone thought it was going to be such a good game, but because it was rushed and people upstairs had to be happy, it didn't meet anywhere near the expectations of the game. And they even had to give out receipts. No, not receipts. What are they called?
Refunds.
Refunds. Yeah, that's
they gave refunds, and you couldn't buy it no more. Do you know what they told? I bought it for the Xbox when it first came out, and one of the big promises they said is that they will have a vast amount of pedestrians and that kind of stuff. And I remember going into the first sort of town square, nobody, not a soul. And I was thinking to myself, what's going on here? Got into the car and I fell through the floor. And I was like, I removed the game, and then they said, "Oh, we've done a patch update." So I downloaded the game again, and I was on and off with this game for ages for all these patch notes until eventually I bought it again on PS5 because I don't know why. I gave it my money twice.
You're an optimist, aren't you?
Sorted.
You're an optimist. I say that about you. You genuinely believe things will be better next time. You're an optimist, like, definitely.
Well, I feel like, and it is. The game. Obviously, I still haven't completed it, and every time I jump into it, it's so big and expansive, and I just haven't got the time for big and expensive games anymore. Hell, I'm still playing GTA 5, and that's been out for how long? So it's one of those things.
It's been 84 years.
But I'm playing this on my fridge right now.
In terms of like games that have like really badly failed. Another one, Concord. Any of you heard of that one?
No. Where are you getting these games from?
But not the game.
Where are you getting these games from?
He's making them up, mate.
They were all these were all big AAA games that were coming out and meant to be like the next big thing.
AAA is like Call of Duty, big mainstream game.
Mean?
No, these were meant to be because these was made games that were made by like Ubisoft and all that lot.
What does AAA mean? Hands on to one. Are we done? What does AAA mean? Okay, Google. What does AAA mean? Yeah,
I've never wanted to sound stupid. Like I've always gone, yeah, I know what that means, but really, I've had no idea.
Commonly refers to the American Automobile Association.
Well, that's just not correct. I don't know what Google thinks that is. That's just not what I asked.
Well, there you go, mate.
What is AAA in terms of gaming?
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe you just got asked the right questions to Siri these days or to Google. Okay, Google. What does AAA gaming mean? Well, okay, Google. What does AAA gaming mean?
Absolute disobedience from Google. That's fantastic.
AAA gaming refers to high-budget, high-profile video games produced and distributed by large, well-known publishers, often considered blockbusters due to their popularity and extensive marketing.
Okay, so it's how much money. There you go. Yeah, it's how much. Yeah, so it's how much money they put in the game. So if it's an indie game like Take-Two or anything like that, they're not AAAs because they don't have the budget. But
Take-Two,
or maybe Take-Two. I don't know.
Take-Two is a parent company to GTA, mate. To Rockstar.
Sorry, not Take. It Takes Two. Who made It Takes? That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Right. Yeah, but. Yeah, so AAA company. It's Concord was pretty much a like it's like an Overwatch style game, like player v player, doing objectives and all that.
Come on!
It's one of those sort of games, but it massively flopped. I think when it first on release day, it barely broke like 500 active players at a time.
So when you say
compared to a lot of,
that's insanely low. That is a very low number of users. That's for a game that costs millions of pounds. That's insane.
Yeah, because when they released the game originally, they were charging well over like £40-50 for it. Whereas obviously you had Overwatch, which was completely free, which is pretty much the exact same game.
No.
But better.
There's been some good releases lately, some surprises as well. I think that Kingdom Come Deliverance was probably one that I saw.
Amazing game.
Yeah, people are paying decent money for that, but it delivered, and I think that's the most important thing. It's got to feel like a pleasure to play.
It's got to be the money's worth,
But it wasn't when it got released though. It wasn't like a buggy, broken mess that couldn't be played.
No,
they spent time on it and fixed a lot of things before they released it.
I think the company's already under financial stress before release date. They must need to have some money coming in immediately.
They have to make break even.
That's why they have pay-per-view, but not pay-per-view guys, but pre-orders.
Pre-orders just to get an idea. But can we just? I mean, we're talking about AAA games. We're talking about games that high budget and they don't go nowhere. But can we talk about those games without a high budget and they're actually really fun to play? But they just don't get the mainstream, like Play Up or
Play It Up. Play It Up is so good.
Or Park. Yeah, just
Dredge.
Where's the homage for those games?
Dredge is a great game.
But I think the brilliance in those games is it's not trying to outdo itself. It's just very simple, very straightforward.
Yeah, they know what they are. They know what they are. Yeah,
it goes in terms with marketing as well. I mean, obviously these aren't games that are made by like EA or Ubisoft. These are like made by like lads who are just trying to have a good time and make a good fun game to play.
It's funny. It's funny you say marketing, Hawk. Could we say that social media has been one of the main causes for this overhype for gaming, which has caused problems for
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Because beforehand when San Andreas and all that come out, you only knew if the game was good once you bought it, right? But nowadays you've got these testers, you've got social media come in saying
YouTubers watching people play through it.
Yeah, and they predict stuff. They're like, oh, GTA 6, you're going to be able to walk a dog.
Yeah. Can I just say,
can't walk a dog.
One of my pet peeves when it comes to game reviews is people that call themselves game reviewers. They have no idea what they are talking about because they've never played video games before. Yeah. And they give all of these scores and ultimatums like they gave Kingdom Come Deliverance. This one reviewer gave it a 4
But you got to be careful though. So a lot of reviews are paid. So say for example, if you were a company that, like we mentioned, a company that's trying to make another game like GTA, what's the best thing to do? I know, get a popular reviewer to review their game and just slate it.
You talked about Mafia 3 at the end of the last podcast. You want to talk about it on this one. This is a brilliant game. It's going to be, the Mafia series is a fantastic game series. And then you've got the pressure of development, right? So you've got
absolutely.
Then you've hit a level, you have to hit it again, and it has to be bigger, it has to be better. That's the same issue GTA 6 has got, and that's obviously been delayed because they don't want to release it with the same problems like the games like Cyberpunk have had in the past. So you can see that they're really aware of this pressure, not just to be producing something that's good enough at release, but it has to be bigger than anything, better than anything, bolder, and graphically outstanding and all that sort of stuff. Where does it end?
Well, it's also interesting, isn't it? Because we look at, Take-Two Interactive are the parent company to Rockstar and several other games.
Yeah.
This year, we've got forecasts for one of the games coming out near the end of September. I want to say BioShock or something like that. I'm not sure the exact name of it. We've also got Mafia 2 Old Country coming out this year.
Oh, I need that one. I need that game.
Yeah. I've seen some gameplay of it, of a car going round round these little streets and that. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
But with all those two big titles, could it be a situation as well as if we want GTA to really make the money that they're forecasting, because I think in one of their calls they were forecasting somewhere of 3 or 4 billion, on initial sales alone.
Very believable.
Could they be waiting so the other games come out first, so they get all their predicted money?
Absolutely. The right release window is calculated by the company, when they can maximise their market dominance.
A huge factor with video game success. It's a huge factor with video game success is picking when to release said game. Hence why the people behind Mind's Eye, they decided to release it in the empty space that Rockstar was meant to fill with GTA 6. Obviously failed, but it's a smart strategy because you're filling that empty space. There's no other big games coming out. It's a perfect time to do it.
It is interesting, isn't it? Because even if we look back at how GTA 6 first got their adverts that came out, the first advert we saw for GTA 6 was mainly because of the leaks that gamer leaked about the gameplay in GTA 6 in early development, didn't he?
It was mainly focused on the size of the girl's bum. I remember. All of the talk was.
After that leak came out, it was a short period of time, and then Rockstar launched something, and even the day of their second trailer release, it got leaked I think 24 hours before the main release date of it. I believe. So that's why they had to push it. So maybe they're saying, really, let's hold it back a year, so we get the most money we can from it.
It's shareholders.
You say that.
Shareholders. Shareholders.
An amazing example to give you was when they remastered Elder Scrolls Oblivion. When as soon as they dropped the trailer for it, the game was released just as soon as the trailer dropped. So it was all there.
That's and people absolutely true. And they just started breaking their bank accounts to buy it immediately. No marketing, no warning, no video.
You don't need marketing when you're there.
Got a cult following. But,
well, a massive example for it all is there's a game called Titanfall 2. People may be aware of. It's a AAA game. It's much like Call of Duty, the future one with the jump in and the parachutes, etc. They released their game at the same time as Battlefield 1. World War One game, and it made nothing in the shelves. It made no money whatsoever. Battlefield took all the audience, of course, all the money, and then suddenly no one cared about Titanfall. But as soon as Battlefield started slowing down, people started downloading Titanfall, and suddenly out of nowhere, the company who obviously made Titanfall just started making loads of money from Titanfall out of nowhere.
Yeah. The only initial problem they had with that, though, is that Titanfall was an Xbox exclusive, where Battlefield 1 was across all platforms. So they instantly had that advantage over Titanfall 2 to take all their winnings.
Yeah, because no one knew much about Titanfall. But I played Titanfall
No.
2. Amazing game. Amazing game. I played Battlefield 1. Didn't quite like it. Not for me. Well, you know,
Really? Oh, Battlefield 1 was a
That
brilliant
was
game.
amazing
I love
game.
that
Yeah.
game.
I think
Battlefield 1 and 5 for me are still one of the
4.
best Battlefields.
4
No-
is 4.
Nah, Battlefield
4's
3
amazing.
is Battlefield 3 is I would hold that 10 times
Battlefield
over.
3 is the
Four.
I
best
don't.
one by far.
Battlefield 3 is
Nah.
good, but it's for me. It's that feeling on Battlefield 4 when you got your gun, you're running, and that big, massive tower block just comes crumbling down, and you just look around, you're like, "This is gaming."
Yeah, I will give it to them on Battlefield 4 when they introduced Levolution to it, and you could like do all these blowing up buildings when you could blow up the dam and flood the whole city and everything. It was absolutely amazing. It blew people's minds how far gaming had come to that point. But it's just trying to, all these game companies are just trying to get a one up on each other at the minute, trying to come up with the next big thing to wow their audience. And honestly, a lot of it is quite lazy in terms of game performance and such. There's not really anything there anymore. It's quite
Gimmicky.
no one's being original and making up their own thing. They're trying to copy off other games and so on, which is quite sad to see because it's most of them just turn into cash grabs and just not fun anymore.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see. It is a little bit like that, isn't it? I think the gaming industry is worth so much money now that the corporate side of it does stifle a lot of the risk takers and a little bit of the creativity. But it should fund massive projects.
Yeah.
Also, do you know what I mean? So we'll probably get things that couldn't been possible otherwise. You know, huge teams making huge games. I think will be the tendency of the market, I think. But the smaller games that do surprise you, like you were saying earlier, Sprax, is they're just the nice to haves. It's little gems that come along now and then. It's unpredictable.
Yeah. They're the fun sort of games that you play about with your mates and just have a bloody good laugh on. You know, you ain't got to worry about microtransactions or people sweating out on like Call of Duty, for example. Everyone's sweating it out like they're going to win a grand at the end of every match. You know, you're just chilling and having a laugh with your mates. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, it's not some in-game currency that you got to worry about, or make your daily challenges or anything.
Loot
like
boxes and all that lot. No.
Do you know I say, and I speak for all gamers. They bring back the wrong games. We're playing Skyrim on our fridges now. Where is Simpsons Hit and Run? Where are those games that we were born into, we bred by?
Invite.
Oh,
an invite.
Yeah,
Simpsons Hit and Run. Who played
was our
that when it was
GTA.
first out?
That was amazing.
It's I think
Wait, are we joining Mad Dog or are we joining Specs?
I think we're already in a playlist at the moment. I didn't know what was going on, so I just started it.
Wait, this is yours playlist, Specs?
It is this one.
Oh, I'm not in that.
I didn't know what was going on.
I'm
Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah.
Simpsons Hit and Run is an absolute belter late of a game. N64 GoldenEye again, another fine example of what could be done.
Yeah.
On pretty basic grounds, but sharing a screen with the people in your household playing multiplayer, that should come back.
Oh yes.
We want
when you had
two controllers, one console, split screen action.
Play it.
4 controllers.
You had to build like a little cardboard fort and that to block the other person's screen so they could see yours and that.
Yeah.
That was
we
amazing
used to have
times.
A blanket on what was it? It was like a coat hanger attached to like a doorknob going across the room, and one half of the blanket would be showing the top half and the other half would be the bottom half. So
it's crazy.
I would be sitting at the top and my mate would be sitting at the bottom of the blanket, and it would be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Well, what kids don't understand these days is they look at these 50-inch screen TVs and think, oh yeah, split screen, that's easy. You get a whole 25-inch to yourself. They don't understand these tiny little TVs that we
portable.
had.
Remember the 14-inch portable with the
big
built-in
backs,
VHS?
the DVD player or video player that we had. Like they were TVs. Like you wouldn't be able to move them around your friends for a night for a sleepover.
Top class entertainment, that. Oh, you didn't you? You used to take your portable TV with you at your friend's house.
I know. It's like, oh, do you want a sleepover? Like, what are
Yeah,
you
I'll
guys
bring the
doing tonight? Oh,
TV.
we're just gonna play PlayStation. But you could just do that at home. Yeah, but it's not the same.
Yep. That's so good. Honestly, the kids these days, they don't know. Things are almost too good now. Like that, they've kind of taken away a lot of that
Taking away
novelty.
the love of it.
Yeah, the experience,
like,
the treasured little simple things that you don't realise at the time gets you absolutely hooked, you know?
The moments I miss is when I was younger, when, you know, like a day, because I used to play a lot Xbox 360 with the original Halos and all that coming out. I was one of those guys who'd be there early in the morning with all the other nerds waiting for the shop to release to get the first set of Halo coming out. It was just amazing.
Oh,
You know, it's all those times that just brings you comfort in a sense, you know. It's a much simpler and easier time.
It was simple. There was nothing to compare it to either. So we were the first generation to really have it, let's be honest. Everybody else, you know, before us either had Pong on the Atari or nothing at all. You couldn't compare that, could you? It was like,
for me, GoldenEye on Nintendo 64 at the time was peak. Like it was just so good. Because 007 GoldenEye is all you needed.
It was groundbreaking. It was the best sort of definitive PvP shooter game of this generation. Like after that, things certainly moved on pretty quickly. Like by the time the PlayStation 1 came out, Nintendo stopped being as relevant. I think Nintendo's demise as a sort of game release giant is a bit of a shame, because they had some absolute class products, you know. Sony came along with a different type of approach, I think, but Nintendo have always had a reputation for releasing incredibly playable
Nintendo make
content.
the money as well. They make the money. Their games are worth it. Like, you know, I played Pokemon, massive Pokemon fan when I was younger, and still quite like it. But you go and buy like the original Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, like in the cases, so much money.
Is it?
But PlayStation 3, games, well, PS2 games are quite expensive now, actually. They're quite retro. But, games value doesn't go up as much as they do for Nintendo, because it's just they don't make as many copies.
Well, they're timeless as well, aren't they? Like, if you look, I remember first time I ever played on Nintendo Zelda Tracks, and
I've not played that
literally, it's one of the Zelda games, and I just even now I can go back to it and still have fun because the puzzles in it and the gameplay is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's still quite tricky. Even now, it's something you can always go back to, which you can't really say the same for a lot of games these days.
You can't. Once you complete it, that's it. But for me, the most underrated game I played when I was a kid, PS1, was the Rugrats.
Yeah.
It was so
that
good.
was elite.
It was so good.
I tell you,
no reason to be that good.
What? There was one mission on it. When was it? When they were locked in the toy store and you were fighting that big. What was it? It was a big like mechanic. I can't say words. Big gorilla robot thing and all that lot.
The mini golf, the hide and seek.
Yeah.
Just little things like that. It was such a good game.
I don't think.
See, any game these days can't really be reliant on its graphics too much, and those are the reasons why that you've just been discussing there. It's the gameplay, the story, the connection that you have is got to be worth more. So if you take a Gran Turismo, for instance, right, they spend so much money making every edition of Gran Turismo, but you can't go back now and play Gran Turismo 4. You know what I mean? Because you look at it and the graphics are so left behind, and the gameplay is probably here or there. It doesn't make any difference. But these things that when they're reliant just heavily on the graphics being like top notch, but how long's that gonna last?
There are games that are good for their time. Like you take Getaway Black Monday, for example. Like Getaway Black. Are we both out here?
Oh my god.
No!
Oh, Carl
he saved
saved
Oh, the great Ginger saves it.
Unbelievable.
But
Well done. That
Getaway
was
Black
Rocky
Monday.
versus
Did anyone play
Apollo
Getaway
Creed,
Black
that.
Monday? Did anyone play Getaway Black Monday?
No.
I'd
You
never
didn't
heard
have
of
the
that one.
chance to play Getaway Black Monday.
Nah,
It
nah.
was like GTA, but in London, and you played as a cop and you played as a villain.
I remember Getaway game
It was
series.
so good.
Did anyone play on PS2? I think it was Tom and Jerry, War of the Whiskers.
Yes,
It was
that
a
was good.
two-player fighting game. It was amazing. Like literally, for my sisters when she went to
That's so
uni,
good.
I rebought her a PS2, found the game on eBay just so she could play it while she's at uni. And now when I go and visit her, because she lives up in Yorkshire, when I go up there to visit her, we have a little game of that, and it's it just brings back so many memories. You know what I mean? It was one of them timeless, brilliant games.
That's fantastic, that. Tom and Jerry. Brilliant. I remember these very simple early games on, I think it was either the Atari or the Commodore 64, I can't remember, but we used to have Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
Paperboy. Anyone remember Paperboy?
No, I think
Yeah.
there's
You were
an
literally-
age gap. There's an age gap there. I think
You were literally a
We've
Paperboy.
hit
You
it.
would ride round. It was probably a 3D, like, sort of overhead view game, like very one of the early platform game sort of formats, right? And you were a young lad on a BMX, and you had a paper round, basically, but you had to ride round the route in the most efficient manner, and throw all the papers so that landed at everyone's front door as you went past it. And we were brilliant at it. They had it absolutely sussed on the timing and stuff like that. But if I tried to play like a modern desktop version of it a few weeks ago at work, actually, just like the old game, but like you could download it, and it's rock solid now. Like it's so hard. I think we've probably lost the platform game super skills we used to have. Yeah, has anyone tried to play the original Mario?
No.
Yeah.
Right, how hard is that now?
Now it's quite difficult, to be honest.
It's insane. You got to jump over the mushrooms, land on the pole. You got to dodge all those spinning things, and it's insanely hard. And all you've got is a jump button and a left and right D-pad, and that's like pretty much it. That's really hard now.
Yeah, I tried introducing my younger cousin to Tetris the other day. See how they'd get on with it, and they couldn't wrap their heads around it. They didn't know what to do.
Really?
Yeah,
Just to get the blocks to disappear, like just not.
Yeah, get the blocks to fit into the line, make the line disappear, and keep going and going and going until you get a high enough score to try and beat it the next time. But no, they just couldn't understand it.
How old were they?
They were like 8, 9 years old.
It's interesting that they can go on their tablets and watch YouTube and stuff like that. These youngins, but like things like that, we used to play on the game. Remember the Game Boy, the original Game Boy?
I've still got an active working Game Boy. Yeah, I generally do.
That's unreal. I can't believe you still got a working Game Boy.
I do. It generally still working, and the one game I played on it so much was the Fantastic Four game on it. I love.
Is it the Game Boy Advance
so
or is it the proper original Game Boy with the black and green screen?
It's the Game Boy Advance, not the original one,
Yeah,
sadly. But this one still does work though. It's amazing.
They were like handheld consoles. They've gone.
Yeah,
you don't have them anymore. Remember the Sega Game Gear? They're coming back, are they?
Tried to make a resurgence, haven't they? Yeah, with the PS5.
Xbox have made one that's independent, or making one that's independent, so you don't need a console to play it.
Steam
the
attached,
PSP. I still have the Switch. The Switch is pretty good.
PS Vita and all that.
PSP,
the Switch.
That,
the thing is with the PSP, when that first came out, I got it and I loved it and I thought it was great. There weren't many games that if you had a PlayStation, you had a choice of getting that game on the PSP or getting it on the PlayStation. You're gonna get it on your PlayStation, and so that's why I think the Switch is good, because you haven't got that option, and Nintendo make games specifically for that kind of console, whereas PSP, you're kind of, by buying it on the PSP, you're kind of just downplaying the game that you really want to play, when you might as well just get the better copy.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's why I feel like it just didn't make it.
I think you're right.
The price tag is crazy as well.
Oh, no.
Oh fuck.
I can't
They got
even
the
get
Switch
you.
2 out now, haven't they? Like I've got the Switch 1.
Oh,
See, mate.
Cost me
Tougher.
220 quid. I got it because I wanted the one where I can dock it. I bought that game just for one game, and that was Pokemon. Once I completed Pokemon, I stopped playing the Switch. That was it, done.
For if anyone hasn't realised yet, Spax does have a Pokemon fetish. It's something he's learned to live with. Something he's learned to live with for a number of years now, and his soon-to-be wife is very, very, very understanding. It's fine. It's good.
Accept
It's,
it.
it's
Just
a
like she
beautiful thing.
accepts this.
Love is love, mate. That's all it is.
Yeah.
No,
No, we have got a few new games that are going to be coming out soon in August time, especially. Got quite a few new
I don't
games
play
coming
new
out.
games. I don't play new
new
games. What games have we
not just
got?
new games. What?
No, well, we got new Dying Light game, Dying Light the Beast, coming out soon,
Oh, I've
22nd
heard.
of August.
Oh yeah.
Have any of you played any of those Dying Lights?
I've played 1 and 2. I'd say the first one was really good. Second one, I got bored of really quickly. I'm holding up hope for the third one. You know, I'd obviously buy it because for some reason I like throwing money at games I know I'm not going to play or be able to play because
That's fair
I'm
enough.
busy schedule in my life, which kind of hinders my ability to play new games. You know, I'd love to spend 200-300 quid on new games, but
I used to
can't do
play
it.
a lot of track and field games back in the day. Do you remember them?
On
Do you
your
ever
mobile
anyone play
phone?
them? No, it was on again one of the old consoles that you wouldn't have had.
Yeah, I
but
played track and field.
track and
Not
field,
on
where you
my
had
phone, though.
javelin, hurdles,
Yeah.
shot put, all that sort
It's
of
like,
stuff.
yeah, I
Oh,
played
like
on my
Wii
phone.
Fit.
Wii Sports.
No, it
Yeah.
was
Wii Sports.
no, it was
yeah.
different. It was like just you would control it. You'd have to tap a certain way and launch a certain way and all that sort of thing to get them to run and jump and throw at the right time and all. It was really, really good. But that hasn't been a track and field game that I've seen available for years. I would absolutely buy that.
I used to own Winter Olympics 1998
Oh,
on
nice
Nintendo
downhill
64.
slalom.
That was good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
snowboarding in a
good.
half pipe.
Yeah, that was pretty good. You know, the worst part is I didn't own it when the game come out. I had a mad moment when I was like 25 that I wanted to rebuy a Nintendo 64 to play Pokemon Stadium 2.
Of course.
and Mario Kart and Mario 64.
Mario Kart.
You know, them kind of games.
Yeah.
And with that, when I bought it off eBay, the console came with Winter Olympics 1998. And of course, we had to plug it in, and of course, we had to play it. And it was so hard to control. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, honestly, you lose the touch for these games. They work in a different sort of like skill level, like fine motor functions and all that. It's all weird. I've got a funny story. Me and Alana decided to go. That's the wife, by the way. For anyone listening, we decided to go to the museum on the time.
Goodbye.
Called the Baltic Art Museum, or the Biscuit Factory is what it's called. It's known as, but it's an art museum. Because who wants to sit around the house playing silly PlayStation games all day? So we went out and thought, well, we'll take it and see what's on at the art gallery. Went in, exhibition, retro gaming exhibition. They had all of the old consoles hooked up in beanbags, just sitting everywhere for you to sort of hook up. So we were playing on the GameCube. It was, I think, we were playing on the GameCube. We had Mario Kart and had Crash Bandicoot on the GameCube. We were sat there for about, I'd say, at least 2.5 hours playing on all these retro games, all these like old TVs that were hooked up. And that was their art exhibition.
That's crazy. Wow. when that's in an expedition,
That was their art expedition. Old-fashioned TVs, like you say, with the backs on, like colour TVs, beanbags, and retro consoles. We were in Ireland. It was great.
That's like that though, but kids are like that. Like my kids are literally, they think I was born in dinosaur times.
No.
They always like, how was the war? And I'm like, I'm 31 years old. I was born in 1993, but it's so. I'm about to be sandwiched here, but yeah. But it's sad. I mean, obviously you're I'm gonna say a lot older, but you're not a lot older, but you are older than me.
I'll always be around 7 years older than you by the sound of it. Something like that.
What?
Innit? No, when we born?
Yeah.
93.
93. Yeah. Oh, there's oh,
Okay, 9.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
That's how I got rid of
have
Mad Dog. To be
that.
fair,
Yeah, 9
aggressive.
years old, I think. So
Yeah.
I mean, listen, that's all right now. That's like nearly 25% of your life. But by the time we're 70 and 80, it's going to be like 6%. So it's nothing. Don't worry about
No,
it.
I know. No, I'm not. No, I know. But
Everything's
what I
relative.
mean it's obviously things are a little bit like, for example, growing up, we finally got the internet in our house when I was in secondary school, whereas you probably only got the internet in your house when you first started your first job or something.
Do you know what? I think the first house that I got internet in, I owned, and it was, I think I was already a dad when we got,
Crazy.
yeah, and it was a house
Was
in
that
Dunstan. Yeah, we
was it a horrible dial-up?
it wasn't dial-up, no, it was proper like broadband, but I had
Oh,
to pay for
blimey.
a broadband by then. I don't think I ever had dial-up.
You didn't have
Ever.
dial-up?
No, I never ever had dial-up
It
internet
was the
ever.
worst. You'd be
Yeah,
sat
I
there,
think that might be
you'd
why
be
I
on
didn't have it.
you'd be on the internet. I don't know what you're doing, watching over 18 videos or whatever you want to do. And your mum answers the phone or the phone rings and that's it. Goodbye. You're out. You know, it was
Oh, boys, what are you doing up yet?
was it in
Oh.
a
Oh
See
no.
you later, birdie.
Yeah.
There's always
well,
one.
well, birds do fly, so
That's it. So
yeah.
gaming now is completely different, right? So people obviously have what
100%.
we do is unique to this timeline. I think this gaming community, where we play all sorts of different things together as a sort of crew, as a group.
Club.
I think as a
It is
club,
different. It takes some convincing on our partners and stuff like that. I mean, they were a bit like, what? But now they've all met each other. Well, not all yet. They will be soon
who
obviously at
hasn't
my
met
wedding.
who?
But
Oh, we haven't met
our
Chloe.
partners, yeah,
No,
we haven't met
you haven't
Chloe.
met Chloe.
Yeah, it'll come.
Oh,
But it's
dear.
good. It's interesting, isn't it? It's like that's a technology-based ability. Like it obviously couldn't have been done before unless you're. Yeah, it's not really possible. Yeah.
Well, goodbye.
Oh, nice.
No!
No.
Oh.
I mean, it is different. I mean, we've all had gaming friends growing up and stuff like that, but it's just a bit different when you're older. Because you imagine being 13, going, Ma, I want to go meet that lad I was in a Call of Duty session with.
Oh, yeah, but the Call of Duty sessions back then, mate.
No
Oh.
Facebook, no
See you later.
stalking. You don't know who they are. Don't know how old they are. You know. Yeah, fair enough. That
Victory.
lad's apparently, has slept with my mum 50,000 times, but he sounds like a good guy to go for a
Oh
drink
dear.
with. But you're 13 years old. You can't go out and meet you. But now, when you're older, you can do stupid stuff. You can go and meet strangers.
Yeah. We do our like meetups for the listeners every year. Satan's Disciples Motorcycle Club meets up, and we get very drunk. To be honest, they have like a weekend or even longer together somewhere. Usually either Caravan Park, Blackpool, Leicester, Sheffield, some Newcastle, some sort of crazy city where we're gonna have a great night out. We do that once or twice a year, but more recently it's been taken over by events in people's lives. I think that's the great thing as well. It's like everybody's grown up and matured and started getting married, having christenings, like having birthdays, stag nights, weddings, all that sort of stuff. So most of the time that we'd have our sort of crew meet, it's become like, I'm busy that weekend. It's not because I'm going to do a SDMC meetup. It's like, Mad Dog's wedding, or it's Spax's stag do, or, and it's brilliant. That it's like
It is, yeah.
It's become fantastic. It's like the biggest and most
It's
diverse
just
friend
constant
group.
memories. Because when we're like 50 and we're looking back at the, obviously, if you're looking back at photos of the wedding, you'd be like, who's that? You're like, Oh, that was Mad Dog. You know,
Yeah,
he was a good guy. He was.
he was. He's dead. Christ. Flipping heck. All right. Okay.
Well, let's hope, because we're pursuing to weddings, christenings, eventually, funerals, I suppose, at one point in our lives if it continues.
The
Oh,
real question is
That
who's
would be a
gonna.
change.
Here's a question: who do you reckon would be the last one standing?
Out of
oh,
all of us,
That's,
last one
Bill.
that's the big
standing.
question.
Bill.
Yeah,
No,
it'll be
not,
Bill.
100%.
Bill.
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 Honestly, the little
not
ones go
Bill.
on forever,
Bill's the
mate.
cockroach of the club, bro. He
The
will
Do you
little
think he
ones.
will survive?
Yeah,
The
of
little,
course he will.
mate. Those,
I think.
the little
I
ones.
thought Bill will
Honestly,
probably
they'll last forever.
I thought Bill would pass away from something small, like a mouth ulcer or something. And
No, he's
That's outrageous.
Bill's plucky.
For those who
I
haven't
don't
met
know.
Bill, for those who don't know what we're talking about, we have a member who's honestly a treasured and loved member of this club.
He's
Fantastic.
lovely. I love
He
Bill.
is
I love
honestly an absolute legend. He's great. We're going to get him onto the podcast and hopefully get him talking to everybody soon. But he's a great, diminutive chap. He's 5'0" basically, and he's as cockney as they come. He's fantastic. He's nuts. But yeah, honestly, I think he'll last forever. It's like dogs. Jack Russell lives a lot longer than a Great Dane. So, make it that way you will. I think
Yeah.
the big
How
guys
long
are
did
going to be
Great
the
Danes
ones
live
I'd
for?
worry about, to be honest with you.
Charlie.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have you seen
yeah,
that?
I don't want to say it. But yeah.
Have you seen that Simpsons? Have you seen that Simpsons episode where they all have those keys? Where each member dies, they all open the keys. It's like a safety deposit box with gold or whatever in it.
Something in it,
We-
yeah.
Are we thinking we all just go and create get some sort of chest?
You just want
Yeah, but what
everybody
would we put
to
in
put.
it?
Yeah, this is coming now. This is where Spack suggests we all get Pokemon cards and put them in this chest.
I'm not saying
I
you
want a
don't,
PSA
because
10.
I would most definitely be putting my Pokemon cards in there, and you guys would be grateful when whoever gets that.
That's fantastic.
Or a gold plate, or
Could you imagine if it was Bill and he mistakes
cryptocurrency.
it for toilet paper?
Oh, come on.
I'd be so annoyed.
God.
And
that'd
if it
be
was Charlie
brilliant.
and mistaken the toilet paper, I wouldn't even be upset he's using it as toilet paper. I'd be upset he's using it the wrong way.
He's definitely wiping
Yeah.
front to back. That guy.
Yeah.
We can't talk about that, surely. No.
No, we can't talk about that.
The one day that we'll explain that, we'll let Charlie explain that himself. And that'll be a very interesting podcast. That's one for the future, 100%. But seriously, I have to say, right,
Oh,
the idea has a good one. The idea is a great one. Sort of like, how would you sort of leave things behind for future generations? Because by the time we're done, there's a chance that we're going to have our kids in this. Do you know what I mean?
They're going to be the ones running the club and that, hopefully.
Exactly. I mean, it's a generational thing. I mean, it sounds dramatic to anyone outside who's listening.
I've only got
But
girls.
there's clubs. Well, that
girls
doesn't
are
mean
welcome
anything.
too in the club.
What are you
mate.
trying to say, mate?
So it's an
Well, to be
inclusive
fair,
club.
I got my son up north. He might be interested eventually.
It's a great way to bond with them.
Girls will be interested.
It's a great way to bond with
one
them,
of
isn't
them
it,
actually. The middle child, she's a
Online.
gamer.
Oh, there you go then.
So what I'm saying
next
is,
VP.
that's, to me, is an excellent way to bond with a kid as well, if they get old enough, and then they come in and you can, if you live apart, if when they grow up and they move out and stuff like that, you get on and you play these online things, and you're talking, because I've never talked to a group of friends as much as I talk to this group of friends. The constant in the club is it's all about communication, right? You just always a few hours a night. You get your messages in. If you've got problems, you get them off your chest. You know what I mean? I've always found that really valuable. And it's
it's an interesting support network in a way, isn't it?
You laugh and you just get through it. You know what I mean? It's like they'll take the piss because that's what real friends do all the time, and it becomes that's how you're better after. You get to express it, get it out a bit. But I think that's one of the wonders of this platform that we're in now.
One thing I've learned is you're not true mates unless you do rip the shit out of each other.
Isn't it?
Yeah, completely.
Can you imagine? People are just nice to each other all the time, man.
Yeah, it's boring.
Oh.
That must be so fake,
It's like being at work. You know what I mean? When everyone's
Oh,
trying to
mm.
pretend like that something's not funny when it really is. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I hear that.
Well, it's like at
Professionalism.
work. I saw someone from the office walk into the workshop and fall over. I was sitting there laughing my arse off, and then everyone else was looking at me like, "Oh, you shouldn't really be laughing like that. She could be hurt." But it's funny, you know. It's funny.
I mean, you probably go well from up in a second, but
Oh yeah,
But,
yeah. You
yeah.
run over to her. Are you okay? She's like, yeah, and then just start bursting out laughing because it's one of them silly things, isn't it?
yeah, it's not like you're going to laugh and then just walk off for your smoke break, are you?
Yeah.
Well, not every
Step
time,
over
but yeah.
the broken
No.
leg. Oh, I don't know, man. Yeah, but yeah, you can take life too seriously, I think.
I think people are just going too soft, to be honest.
Just think about it. What we're doing is what the old
that's it.
generation used to do in pubs. Every night, in the pub, talking to the other blokes in the pub, sharing stories, laughing, the friendship,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But at the same time, they'd be smoking their heads off and drinking like fish.
The only unfortunate case with that nowadays is that's classed as weird. I mean, it's weird to start up, like, say you're waiting for a train to go to the station. It's weird to start up a conversation with a random stranger.
It is in the south,
because everyone's
100%.
so embedded in their phones.
Yeah, it's still all right up north, like I have to say, mate. We're different to you guys.
Yeah,
you can stand
unfortunately,
there
down
and
in the
have a...
south,
How do you
it's
keep doing
all.
that, Patek?
Nah, we've got
If
a
you
nice
try
friendly
and
culture up here, like.
yeah,
Stand
if you
and have a
try and
wee
start
next to a man in the queue, you talk about anything for about 5 minutes.
Well, that is,
see,
I
that's
must say
lovely.
that's really
I'd love
interesting
that.
about Newcastle, though. Like when I
Yeah.
went to the Premier Inn, when we went to your wedding, everyone there was so nice. It was weird.
Yeah.
The food was actually cooked properly. It actually felt really, comforting. It was like
Yeah,
you wouldn't get this anywhere, where I used to live down in Kent. It's so weird.
yeah.
We just take it
It's
for granted
So
up here, to be
alien.
fair. That's
yeah.
mad.
When I was
People say that
going
all the
for
time.
when I was going for one of my like a run early in the morning, I was just sitting on the beach, and all these random people kept walking past, going "Good morning, good morning," and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, man. Nice
We
people up
don't get
north.
that. Yeah, we don't get that down there in the south. If you said good morning, they'd be like, "You what, bruv? You want to get shanked? You talk. What you say about my
You're
dad?"
talking wet,
It's like,
Bez.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, come on.
Yeah, well, I think I know why, but I'm not going to say it on this forum.
Oh dear, here we go. Right. Moving on.
It's all those doctors and lawyers you've got, I tell you. So we've got...
Well,
we've got a lot to look forward to,
their cars
innit?
keep getting hit.
That's well, Sheffy Massive over here, he's just tearing about the place like a lunatic. We've got a little bit of time left before we go, about 10 minutes or so. I wanted to touch on one other thing, and this is the international part of our club. So obviously we've got a big group of friends in England who have known each other for years now. Obviously, Satan's Disciples as a online club's been going since 2013. So we're into 12 years now of Red Brotherhood, really. I guess it's Bikes and Brotherhood. That's what they say it's about. And we've got chapters all over the place. So we've got a big chapter in Australia and one in New Zealand. New Zealand was obviously the first chapter by a whole day. This started off with I think it was a Los Santos chapter, and I think there's been a San Andreas one for years and that sort of stuff. But when they made the national chapters, that's when people really chose their groups and became like proper friend groups rather than just strangers playing games. And I think that was a kind of like marked change in the club. So Australia, New Zealand, us, and we have the wonderful Americans who've gone through a fair bit of change. It used to be called a few different things. We're now called Redwood. So that's our Redwood chapter. And we're trying to get those guys, well, they're actively looking to get involved. So I'm hoping the next podcast we can plan, it'll be the English and the US together. And we're going to talk about some interesting stuff. I think we mentioned we're going to go into the conspiracy theories, the alien question, Was there anything else that we wanted to put on the agenda?
Try not to ignite the next civil war, maybe.
I think America has been.
What about the fear of China? Because I hear that's talked about a fair bit.
Well, do you think there's anything to be afraid of?
No, not of China anyway.
I'm not
The
sure
only
about
one, the ones to be the most, well, I say somewhat feared, is everyone in Iran at the minute, because they're just making all these threats.
Yeah, but
and
I
all
don't
that
think
like that.
Iran have the capability of China though. Their
No,
military is
no, obviously
pretty...
not. No.
How many people are there in China again?
China is millions.
It's billions, isn't it?
Billions, mate.
Billions, yeah.
Yeah,
But
billions.
they're
That's a big
populating
army,
like
mate.
rabbits. But
That's a big army.
it's China is smart enough to know that if they were to, I don't know, start launching, it'd be the end for them as well, because then it'd just be the end of the world. I don't think they're that
No,
they are smart people in China.
But they go
They're
on
not
about
going to
these
just start launching and attacking.
They go on about these
Yeah,
UAPs and stuff. You know,
cyber war with China.
these UAPs that are disarming nukes and stuff. Technology,
UAPs, mate.
Technology that sort of belongs to someone. These orbs that have been over nuclear bases in Britain and the US, and they've armed and disarmed nuclear weapons and stuff like that. I mean, it's quite heavily documented. It's if you just look online, you'll see it straight away. And I think that's some sort of drone technology that we haven't got. And the worry is that it's Chinese, right? So if they find a way to remove that nuclear threat, game on. And they have the numbers.
Yes and no, because okay, they'll be able to do it over a military base, but they're not going to be able to do it over a nuclear sub, going so far underwater, would they?
Well, that's probably valid. Yep.
I think we have 4 nuclear subs, don't we, UK? While Norway's out.
We have 3 nuclear subs constantly going around the water of the UK.
We just commissioned.
We have more.
We've commissioned new ones.
Yeah, we've got like 12 that are sitting in the docks in Scotland.
Where's Spax's Google dot thing? Ask it.
Okay.
How many nuclear submarines? How many nuclear submarines does the United Kingdom have?
Okay, Google. How many nuclear submarines does the United Kingdom have?
The United Kingdom currently has 9 nuclear submarines.
Yeah.
5 Astute-class attack submarines and 4 Vanguard-class ballistic missile submarines. 2 more Astute-class submarines are under construction.
So the ballistic missiles are the ones that carry the nukes.
Haven't we just ordered some F-35As as well that'll be nuclear capable?
Yeah.
35 planes. Yep.
That's ridiculous. We give America all of our Harriers, jump jets, and then we buy the F-35s.
Well, that's far faster. It's, and range-wise, it's far better.
Oh, yeah, well, we sold the Harriers, years and years and years ago, but we never really developed our own replacement for them.
Well, there wasn't the Typhoon. The Typhoon was supposed to be the replacement, but now we're into this GCAP thing, which is a joint effort between Japan, the UK, and Italy, I believe.
Italy?
I think it is, yeah. I think it's the Italian Air Force, the Japanese Air Force, and the British Air Force are developing their own 6th-gen fighter.
Oh dear. So we got
they were going to include Canada as well. Yeah, they've just set up a strategic unit in a multi-operational base to do the project, and then by 2030 we'll have it.
Well, that'd be interesting, won't it? Because Japanese have got very interesting
mate, they're capable. Come on, they're capable.
They? Well, I'm referring to like the kamikaze planes,
Well, yeah.
Well, that's a pass they want to put in the past, I believe. But
if they make, I think the Italians I'm worried about. If we let them do the electrics, it's fucking pointless.
It'll look nice. Don't get wrong.
It'll look great, mate. It'll look great. It'll be great for the first 4 miles.
It won't work properly.
And after that, like the engine light will come on. You're gonna have.
It's like, oh, mamma mia.
It's okay. You just bang on the dashboard. It's fine.
It's okay. I'm a plumber.
Oh, they are wonderful people. My wife's family is Italian, so I'm perfectly allowed to be casually racist. It's,
oh, that's all right then.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's terrible. But
you got first-hand experience then.
They're so passionate. They just forget to do wiring. That's what it is. That's the way it is. They're going to make a 6th-gen fighter, and I think they were thinking about bringing Canada in as well. Yeah, but that hasn't been officially done yet, because obviously Canada can't have the American hardware anymore, so they may need to make their own. And rather than make their own, it may be far more sensible for them to come and join the project at the very beginning and be a full partner.
But this is interesting, isn't it? Like, loads of countries now on most things are always collaborating together. I think it's still the only real independent one is American, but America, it isn't the country themselves building it, isn't it? It's like Lockheed Martin and their own, outsourced companies, isn't
I think, the UK has made a company called, I want to say Air Wing or something, or Fixed Wing, or something like that. I can't remember what it's called.
Skywing or Flexwing, something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's fronting it up for our point of view. But yeah, it's interesting stuff. But the prospect of having to use all of this sort of stuff, I don't know, man. I just don't think anyone wants to pay the price of war, to be honest.
No, we don't
proper
need
war
anyway.
One. I think if Russia wanted a war, they would have started it properly and not just done this silly half-baked thing that they've done. You know what I mean?
I hate what's going on at Met, because we should be focused, like putting all the countries together and like all the scientists together and work on like going out and exploring the stars. In my opinion,
I definitely agree with that. I do agree. Come on, we're back to conspiracy theories already. That's fantastic.
Don't we know more about the sky than we do the sea, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about like the sea. I was looking at it earlier. So we've discovered, like, with
more Pacific.
So with the entire like ocean and all that lot, we've discovered about 20% of it overall with like sonars and that. But from like actual human intervention, like being there, seeing it, only 5% has actually been seen in total as of right now.
It's very dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You know what?
You're trying to say, they'll give Badette another excuse not to go swimming.
He's not wrong, is he? Oh my god.
It is very dark.
Well, you know what, lads? Do you believe we've actually been to the moon?
Well,
the moon?
Do you believe that in 1969
I don't think we
landed
have,
on the moon?
but I think someone like an astronaut probably has.
I'm pretty sure I've never been to the moon. I think I'd remember. But
I think we definitely have been to the moon. I'm not sure if it was the first time of when we announced we went. The Americans went to the moon.
So I've got a theory on that.
I think the missions afterwards.
So
India went to the moon.
Yeah.
Oh god.
No,
well, at least there'll be somewhere to buy snacks now.
Well, we're going to go up there and there's going to be like a 7-Eleven or something up there.
Yeah, you get tandoori, mate.
A Londis.
Londis.
35p energy drink just sitting there on the
side, There'll be a cricket. There'll be a cricket pitch.
With 2 stereotypes within 10 minutes, we're doing well.
There'll be a cricket pitch. There'll be.
Well, are you going to turn around and say that your god sister's Indian, so you got an excuse?
No.
I make a lot of. I work with a lot of Nepalese chefs at work, and they always take the
close enough
and all that lot. So it's
close enough.
Well,
close enough.
We're going to delve into the ins and outs of this conspiracy theory and many others in the next podcast when we come back with hopefully some Americans who can really give us, because let's face it, most of the conspiracy theorists involved are either American, the big ones, the ones who shout loudest, apart from David Icke, who is beautifully British in every way, maddest man on the planet. But most conspiracy theories seem to come from the US, and they seem to involve the things that happen in the US. So I will look forward to hearing what
aliens
they say
only seem to go to the US, don't they? They just.
Well, yeah, I mean they just make more noise about it, but apparently it's a global phenomenon thing. But yeah, we're pretty much out of time for this podcast again, guys. So I'm just going to end with the reminder that people, if they want to find out more about the club, if they're interested in joining the club, please remember you must be 18 or over. So don't try if you're not. And you can visit the website www.satansdisciples.co.uk, and get more information about the club. And there's an application on there if you're interested in joining. Like I say, it's not just about GTA, although we are a GTA motorcycle club. We also play all sorts of other weird and wonderful games too, including Pokemon. But that's mostly Spax. Yeah. So yeah, thank you everybody, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Toodaloo.